Welcome to my channel. I'm Jessie TV, and as you know, on my channel we talk about all things beauty, fashion, DIY, pretty much everything I love to do. I show you how to do it. Now this is a much requested video. I was supposed to do this video a long time ago, but I've been on a crochet kick, and y'all know I'm a crochet girl through and through. I just love crochet, but everybody's not a crochet girl. Some girls are still sewing girls. So I did a sewing video a while back on my page, and I had a lot of questions, but I also had somebody ask me, is there any way I can do a versatile sew-in that I can wear in the different styles? Because one thing about crochet is that I love that you can wear it in half up, half down, in a ponytail and all that, but doing a sew-in in a ponytail is also possible. So that's what this video is going to be about, showing you how to do a versatile sew-in. I recently went to a wedding, and I thought this was the perfect opportunity to film it because I wanted to wear my hair in an updo, but I wanted to use shorter hair because usually when I do crochet it's longer, and this was going to be just like a temporary style. I've already had it for about a week and it's going to be coming out, so I filmed the process and show you the foundation and, you know, all the tips and all the details on how to create a versatile sew-in for the girls who are still sewing girlies. Okay, now this is the hair that we're going to be using. It is by CURLSQUEEN. It is so beautiful. Of course, I'm going to give you some more details about the hair once we start the video, but this hair has been in for about a week. It is beautiful hair. Now I will be taking it out only because I'm a crochet girly and I'm going to crochet again, but if I wasn't going to crochet, I would love to keep this hair in. It is so beautiful. The texture is so soft. It is great. And again, I haven't worn an actual sew-in in so long, so actually getting these bundles was so great because I get to tell the girls about bundle hair. Not everybody's a crochet girl, so having the option to get some hair on a track, some good quality hair on a track, is important. So I'm glad I'm able to bring that to you. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, like it right now. Matter of fact, just go ahead and like it right now. Thank you. And leave your girl heart, because that really helps my channel out when you comment on my videos. Also, if you have any hype left, I don't even know if they're still doing hype, but if they are, hype me up, hype me up, hype me up. And I think that's it. I think that's all I need to say. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So as always, we start our hair off washed and blow dried. And I'm doing a side part for this style, but you can do whatever part that you want. And the best way to do it is to part out all your leave out. Because this is a versatile sew-in, I need to leave out all my edges, front and back. And in order to decide how much hair you need to leave out, what I like to do is part it out and then put my rat tail comb behind it. And it shows me if it's see-through, if it's not. If you can still see through it, you need more hair out. I have thinner edges. That's just hereditary. So I have to leave quite a bit out. But if you have thicker edges and a thicker hairline, then you don't leave as much out as I did. After you part everything out, then you're going to start off by braiding the first braid going down, and the smaller the better. You want to make sure that the braids are small because that allows the hair to be flat when you sew it in. When it's too thick, it's too bulky because you're going to be combining the braids and it's going to gradually get larger. So start off as small as possible. I like to braid these first 3 braids small, and then I'm going to combine them all into one. And then when you start the 4th braid, you're going to take the tail end of those 3 that you braided together and you're going to add it into the next one. And you're going to pretty much do that all the way around your head. Now, normally I would have my sister braid my base because it'll be a lot easier. So if you can, get somebody else to braid your base because I'm sure they could see it better and make it more flat. But this was fine as long as the perimeter is the flattest, because in order to have that versatility and the means to be able to put it in a ponytail and in different styles, then you have to make sure that the perimeter is as flat as possible. The entire thing actually, but the perimeter is the most important because you want it to lay flat and look as seamless as possible. For this other side, I do the same thing. I braid down 3 then I connect them all, and then I add it to the next braid. This is what the finished foundation looks like. I have an additional braid that's hanging at the end, and I just went ahead and sewed that up into all the other braids. Now on to the hair. The hair I'm going to be using is by CURLSQUEEN. It is their Yaki Straight. In the package, it comes with so many great accessories. It comes with a bonnet, a brush, and very high quality, and it actually works really good on the bundles. And this is a drawstring bonnet, and we love a good bonnet. I will leave most of the details all in the description box about the hair, but I'm using 2 bundles. It is their light Yaki in 18 inches, and this hair is so soft and so beautiful. I love it, especially when you hit it with the flat iron. It holds a curl really well. And this is what it looks like before the install. Now to start the sew-in, you're going to need a C needle and some nylon thread. And you're just going to tie it at the knot at the end. And I like to start on the side and at the bottom of the base. And I start off by stitching that first piece and then going all the way around the back underneath the bottom so that when you lift it up, it is seamless in the back. If you're having trouble understanding what I'm saying, just watch the video. I try to be as detailed as possible so that you guys can get the perfect, seamless, versatile sew-in. And it turned out really, really good. But make sure that those stitches are tight and close together. The closer together, the easier it is to move the tracks around. I'm going to take that first track and I'm going to go all the way around underneath the first braid in the back all the way to the other side, but I'm not going to go all the way to the very tip top. As you can see, I have a little space in front because I need room to fold over the track as well as add the last track that's going to go across the part area. So I'm going to repeat that step by folding it over and going back around all the way to the end. And if I didn't say that before, I have this first bundle of tracks doubled, and then when I move on to the second bundle, that is going to be separate. So this is a double track so that it's thicker towards the bottom, which I like. When I got to the end of that first bundle, I separated the pieces and I folded one back, and then I left this little piece out in the front because I'm going to use that to blend in at the top. I'm going to take the next bundle and I'm going to start right where you see it, right behind that track. And then I'm going to go back around and do the same thing that I was doing before. So you're just going to repeat the steps until you get all the way to the other side. And then you're going to have a little bit left over. Now is the time that I actually cut the track, and then I go in and fill it in. And I just go from left to right. I don't necessarily like this part to be too full, so I do spread them out a bit because I like it to be less bulky at the top, again, so that when it lays down, it looks more natural. But this is the only time that I cut the track. I usually just fold it over because it's easier to maintain once you take it out and reinstall. Once it's time to put the additional tracks in, I start to fold them over again. And as you can see, it is singular and thinner and spread out a little bit more than it was at the bottom. Once that is all complete, you just pretty much keep doing the same thing over and over again. And then I have that little extra piece that I had left in the front, and I use that to fold over and add to the very, very front. Then I take the additional pieces and just fill it in, like I said, from left to right. And that's what you see in the video. And guess what, girl? That's all you have to do with applying the tracks. Now is left is just to style. I went ahead and did my normal styling routine. I normally use the Wow Dream Coat, but I wanted to try this L'Oreal Sleek Iron Guard. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Wow Dream Coat, and that's still debatable now that I've used it. Then I use my round brush to just kind of straighten the hair out. These products work best when you add tension, so I always use a brown brush blow dryer first in order to stretch the hair out. It just helps keeping the hair straight. Then I use a wax stick to lay down the flyaways, and again, that helps with the heat and makes it just straighter in my opinion. And then I curled it with the curling iron, and I actually put in some overnight rollers and took it out in the morning time. I like to put the heat on it first, curl it up with the curling iron, and then put rollers on it and then take it out in the morning. I feel like it holds the curl better If I were to just do this and then take it out, I feel like the curls wouldn't last. I don't know why, but that's just a method I've been doing and it really, really works. So you want to make sure you're protecting your hair and you're not putting too much heat on it. I didn't really use a flat iron on this hair. I just went straight to curling it with my T3 curling iron, which is hot enough to do what it's supposed to do. But I did end up putting it in some overnight rollers and letting it set. And this is the final result. It turned out so beautiful. I styled it a little bit before the wedding and it's so versatile. It can go up in a ponytail. It can go half up, half down. That's what I love about it. This is actually a few days later. I wanted to come back and show you just a little bit of how it looks because I was rushing that day before and it's still just as beautiful. I don't know if you can tell. I have still some frizz from humidity. I tried that L'Oreal Sleek and Shine. It's not as good as the Dream Coat. I can honestly say that. So I'm definitely going to stick with the Wow Dream Coat. I had to go in and add more heat to my head, which I do not like to do. Usually when I use a Dream Coat, I only have to do it the first time and it lasts for like 2 weeks, literally. So that's already a minus when it comes to this. I went ahead and did my edges, my baby hairs. When it comes to my baby hairs, I like to use the Kenra wax stick, control wax stick, I think that's what it's called. And then I use a little bit of hairspray. My favorite now is by L'Oreal. It's their L-Net hairspray. I use a little bit of heat on my baby hairs. Normally, I don't have to use too much again because I use the Wow Dream Coat. It actually helps with my edges too. But because I didn't have that reinforcement, I had to go ahead and add a little bit more heat to my baby hairs. And then I just mold them the way that I want them. And then add a little bit of hairspray with my finger just to keep them put. I like more flexible baby hairs. I don't like when they're too stiff and too put because they just look not cute to me. So I like them to look a little bit more natural, a little bit more wavy. So using these two products makes them hold, but not too hard, if that makes sense. Now, this is me showing you that I can put this in a ponytail because that is my favorite part of a versatile sew-in. Any versatile hairstyle is putting it in a ponytail, and you see that looks really natural, really good. I can put that in a bun. I can do all the different hairstyles, and it turned out so pretty, so good. The hair is so soft, and as you can see, it's shiny, and the curls hold really, really well. So if you're a girlie who thinks doing those crochet hairstyles are too technical and too hard to understand, then try the versatile sew-in. It'll give you the same look with a little bit more ease. Of course, you're still going to have to braid your hair down and everything, but it's the traditional way of putting a sew-in in versus using the crochet, and you're still able to have the different styles that really look cute. So that is the end of the video. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. And until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!